Okay, welcome everyone. This is A. Fitzgerald Breland with Breland's Universe, powered by Virtual Properties Realty. And welcome to my webinar, our webinar that gives you a snapshot on what it looks like to buy real estate here in Atlanta. If you're a homeowner, a home buyer, or future homeowner, investor here locally in Georgia, as well as buying real estate globally. So, what I want to do with this webinar is pretty simple. The goal is, let me go back. The goal is to address first-time home buyers, people looking to upgrade their properties, relocating to Metro Atlanta, or investors here in Georgia or internationally, and upgrading and identifying the current markets that allow you to upgrade in the Metro Atlanta market. So currently in the last 12 months, the median sales price for a home, let me go back, talk about myself. My name is A. Fitzgerald Breland. I have a master's degree from Arizona State University. I've been in real estate for over a decade. Before that, I was in IT management, C-suite, where I sold and bought talent to help build programs, software specific to companies, Fortune 500 companies, to your small mom and pops. About a decade ago, I was introduced to real estate in California. Had a knack for challenging myself on multiple things in life. But one of the things that challenged me in real estate was the idea of generational wealth and identifying how I can be the guy for my family. Hence, embarked in real estate in Las Vegas. Wow, I did do Las Vegas. Relocated to Georgia, worked in Georgia for a while in the IT space, healthcare space, but chose real estate about 10 years ago to fully dive in. Now that I've been here 10 years, I've expanded Breland's Universe, right, to not only be in Georgia, but also in the Caribbean, in South America, as well as countries within Africa. So that's my background. But back to you. How can we help you invest into real estate today? Let's talk about it. The current market value of properties in the Metro Atlanta area, $385,000, a little over that. That's a 2% increase year over year. What that means for you is wherever you decide to park your money and purchase your first home, year over year, you're going to see a property value increase for your home, for your investment property. The interest rate right now is for a 30-year mortgage is around 6.2 and dropping. When properties go on the market for sale, they're typically being sold for about 98% of the home value. And they're staying on the market for about 51 days. And it's forecasted that the property value and the availability for property is going to increase 3 to 5% over the next 12 months, right? That's going to be an increase in not only volume of property, but options for you to choose from. This slide talks about the hot market in Metro Atlanta. For a first-time home buyer, let me make this a little bit smaller if I can. For a first-time home buyer, it is Westside Midtown. For first-time investors, you got the Westside Corridor. And investing for the first time, you also have 30349 zip code, which has a nice uh, value per door. In Alpharetta, if you're relocating, great property values over there, and a 3 to 5% increase in the market value of the home year over year. But they have top schools, great location, Alpharetta. And finally, Roswell, for those looking to move up in addition to relocating. Now, all of these hot zip codes have incentives and programs that will allow you to utilize them, down payment assistance, and other things, programs that are centered around investing in the Metro Atlanta market. So there are companies, nonprofit organizations, as well as for-profit institutions that will provide you funding to get you into these properties. So let's talk about where the equity compounds the fastest, meaning you buy a property in these locations, you're going to increase property value just holding on to them for a couple of years. We got Whitewater Creek, we got Virginia Highlands, we got Collier Hills, Spring Lake, and Morningside. These are all areas where when you invest in those areas, you're going to see an appreciation over the next few years, which is a good thing, right? Let's talk about the main focus of this presentation. It's centered around programs that will help you buy properties today. Georgia Dream, Home Atlanta, AAHOP, and the DPA programs. With a one-on-one consultation with me, we can go more in depth into them. It's going to be specifically centered around what your niche is in regards to, are you a first-time investor? Are you looking to invest and you have experience in the past investing in Metro Atlanta? Are you a relocator from another part of the world coming to Atlanta? All of these are programs that not only incentivize you to come here with little to no money down, you can also stack them, meaning you can get up to $50,000, $45,000 plus in assistance to buy property here in Metro Atlanta. We'll go more in depth into what you are eligible for based on our one-on-one consultation. But some of the outliers look at first-time home buyers, income-based programs, living within the city of Metro Atlanta, how long you plan on holding on to the property, and is it going to be a primary residence for you, or how much money do you need to bring down to purchase the property, or are there programs centered around federal government approved home buying seminar that you attend? A good example of that is NACA. So let's talk about what that qualification process looks like. We're doing an initial 15-minute discovery call. Talk about what your goals are, how soon you're looking to move, what you're looking to bring to the table, if anything at all. Then we'll qualify you based off of, do you have a lender? If not, we have lenders that focus on these programs to get you pre-approved, to get you to house shopping, right? Then we'll match that pre-approval with the down payment assistance programs that you can qualify for. Then we'll sign a buyer brokerage agreement that will allow us, me, the agent or broker, to help you qualify the properties that you want based on the pre-approval letter that you have. Then we'll put you together with a customized portal where you can customize it in the sense that you can filter through. I want a 5-bed, 3-house with a pool on 3/4 of an acre in Roswell, Georgia, 2 stories, granite countertops, wood flooring throughout, basement fully furnished, fully finished, all of these things you can begin to filter through check off of your list of items that you want in your new home, and that list will be in the portal. And then as daily, as properties that fit that profile come about in that price range, you'll get an email or a text message saying, hey, it's the latest properties. Let's go live. Then we can do a live tour or a virtual tour based on your location and timetable. View the properties. Then put together our offer strategy. I talked to you about how we're going to get the offer systematically designed so that it best benefits you, but also incentivize the seller to pull you in and say, let's make it happen. Then once that, we go under contract, and then we just start packing. So qualifying the property, there are just a couple of things that I wanted to go over just so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like to qualify a property, and just some triggers that you might want to remember when you're looking at qualifying a property that fits what your profile is. Price, right? Location. What are the foundational pieces and how do they sit right now? Are they new or are they used? Or do they need to be replaced? That all goes into us looking at how we want to craft an offer if we're interested in that property. Plumbing, in addition to what we said on number 3. And then we look at the appraisal versus the contract, meaning once we get the property under contract and you're getting a loan for the home, the lender wants to know that the house is worth what you're paying for, right? And so we look at the appraisal and we compare that with the contract price. If there's a difference, we negotiate that in the offer. If not, we keep it pushing, right? And then in addition to all of those things, we look at HOA fees, assessments, rental restrictions, if you decide to rent out a portion, if not all of your home. Then think about insurance quotes to make sure that you're covered during weather issues, times of weather situations that happen, as well as, if something tends to happen to your property from a home insurance perspective. Then we just finally look at the flood zone, climate risk. This is all we get to the contract phase. Then we talk about clearing the title, and look at what the 5 to 7 year resale value of the home looks like. And then if all of those align, we're all on the same page, we get cleared to close to the lender, and then we get to the closing table. One option that I consider to be advantageous to the buyer, what they have buy down programs where you can buy down in the initial purchase price through the lender the interest rates for a number of years. After that term, those years are up, what can you do? Refinance. They have 2-1 buy downs, 3-2-1 buy downs, and permanent buy downs. All those are subject to the lender and the lender approval or the lender negotiation with you as far as what the additional fees would be on your end to permanently buy down the interest rates. So from an investor standpoint, the average door, right, when you're investing in properties is what you're looking at once you net that out, right? Operational costs, everything that's associated with managing the property. At the end of each month, the average net income per property per door is $750 per month. These are some of the hot zip codes where that $750 plays a big part. So if you're an investor, you want to consider that, right? So even if you're interested in Atlanta, that's a great place to invest. But we also have properties, opportunities in the Dominican Republic, Cartagena, Medellin, Cali, in Colombia, as well as Africa, Ghana, Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, and other countries within Africa. The key is, where do you want to go? Where are you most comfortable parking your money? and getting a return on that money and what that looks like. So over the next couple of slides, I'm just going to give you examples of some real outcomes that we've had. Right, we have the first-time home buyer at 385,000 closed. Use a couple of the programs to buy down. Got someone moving to Alpharetta at $612,000. We were able to help them close in just 27 days. And we were also able to find a great duplex where we were able to develop monthly cash flow for our investor with the duplex at over $1,000. What does that mean for you? We have options, right? We can fill those options for you. So these are some great follow-ups in regard to what concerns you may have. The rate's too high. Yeah, but we do have buy-down programs that hit that issue. I'll wait for prices to drop. As I've shown you earlier, there's a consistent increase in the property value year over year if you purchase now. We have 45 in regards to down payment. We have down payment assistance programs up to $45,000 that can help you to where you can come to the table with little or no money down, right? Okay, you can think about it, but let's have a strategy call for 30 minutes just to have a conversation centered around what your goals are, how we can help you get to those goals, what we've been able to do with our past clients to get them to their goals. So next steps. This is just an outline over the next 2 weeks, what we can do to get rolling if you're ready to move tonight. Set up a strategy call, get you pre-approved, customize the search for you, go shopping, and put in an offer for you to purchase your next home or investment property. A little bit about us. We're global, we're data-driven with AI first, and we're AI-enabled. We have a long list of vendors that we can use as our concierge to help you feel at ease before you move into property. We're bilingual, si habla español, and we're credentialed. If you look at my background and the company that I associate with, not only do we have the credentials to help you get to where you need to be, we have a history of success. So before I let you go, if you don't have any questions now, feel free to direct message me or email me or text me. My contact information is here. And even if you want a copy of this presentation, just shoot me an email. I'll forward it over to you guys. If you don't have any questions, thanks for your time. Let's get to investing.